Okay, welcome back. This time, let's work. Let me share my screen first. Okay, it's coming on. Okay, I hope by now you should be able to see my screen. So this time we are going to the part of Excel that has to do with the income and the expenditure. Let me open the question. The question is loading. The practice question is loading. So we'll do it according to the questions while we practice. So this is the question. So we have this is part, yes. This question 1A. It says Mirabel Holding is a company which has a fashion school, poultry farm, computer training center, and an eatery. Excel worksheet named Mirabel contains details of the 4-year account statement of the organization. Using strictly names, calculate and show the following. So you can see this is bold and in capitals, meaning that it's very important. She lays emphasis on these names. So it's telling us that there's a file, there's a data set named Mirabel. On that day, shall be named something else. But the important here is there's a data set named Mirabel. And what this data set contains is a record of organization, 4 organizations in short. This organization has a branch, let's call it a branch of fashion school, poultry farm, computer training, and eatery. So the company has 4 branches, and the data set is named Mirabel. So it said we should work strictly with names. And question 1 says total income generated from each of the 4 organizations in the 4-year period. So we want to be looking for the total income generated from each of these 4 organizations in the 4 years period. So let's go back to Excel. So now look at the data set. This is the data set. You can see this is the organizations involved: fashion school, eatery, computer training, and poultry farm. You can see the amount generated in each year. 2019, 78,000, 2020, 85,000, and so on. So you can see the amount generated by 4 organizations in a period of 4 years. So we are working with this section first. Later, we'll come to this section. So this section is meant for the income generated by the organizations. So in a period of 4 years. Now, it said we should work through with names. Before we can perform any operation here, we need to understand the meaning of work strictly with name. Now, if I click this cell, you can see the name G6. If I click this cell, you can see the name E9. If I click this cell, you can see the name G9. Give me a second. Let me check if this class is recording. Okay, it's recording. So let me go back to Excel. So the default Excel worksheet have default name based on the row and the column. You can see the columns are labeled with letters, while the rows are labeled with numbers. So particular cell is having a reference to a row and a column. But she doesn't want us to work with the default names like G7. Doesn't want to work with that. She wants us to name those regions that has values. For instance, now you can tell that this value is related to what? Fashion school and is for 2019. This value is related to what? Fashion school and is for 2022, which means that you can rename this particular cell to be fashion school income generated in 2022, but that is kind of too long. Okay, I'm just trying to explain it. This cell I click here too can be named as poultry farm income generated in 2020. Here can be named as computer training income generated in 2019. That's what she meant about strictly names. So, but we're going to use a kind of name that's quite shorter than that. So let's start with the first one. So I'll click here. First of all, now, to name a cell, we can do it in 2 ways. You can do it from here. We click any cell here, you see the name here. Or you can go to formula, then divine name, then change the name. formula. Okay, so I will use the shortest one. The shortest one is click on the cell and come to this side. So I want to name the first one to be Fashion School or Fashion 2019. Just Fashion 2019, that's fine. Then enter. Does it take it? Yes. Look at the cell now. Name the name is Fashion 2019. I will just copy it. Since I have the similar details for this row, I will just copy and paste for one of the rows and change it here. So the first one is what? Fashion 2019. Second one, I will change it to what? Control V. Then change it to 2020, to 2020, sorry. So I've changed 2019 to what? 2020. Click enter. The next one, paste here. Change the year to what? 2021. Click enter. The next one, click here, paste. Change the year to what? 2022. Then enter. With this process, I've changed this name, this name, this name, and this name. And this is quite faster. So you can do it for the remainder of them. Let me do one more. For E3, click on E3, enter here, then enter the name E3 2019. 2019. Then click enter. Can see the name I've changed. Look at the name. It's now E3 2019. Just copy this name, Control C. Then go to the next one. That's 2020 for history. And paste here. Change the year to what? 2020. Then click enter. Go to the next one. Click here, paste. Change the year to what? 2021. Then click enter. The next one, click here, paste. Then change the year to what? 2022. 2022. Then click enter. With that process, we have changed these two to our preferred name. Now, that's the process we will follow to change the remaining ones. You can see that process is quite faster compared to going to formula to change them one by one. Now, let's begin answering the question. The first question one is the total income generated from each of the 4 organizations in the 4-year period. Total income generated from each of the 4 organizations. Very important. Now, the fashion school, we want to find how much fashion school generated in the period of 4 years. We want to find how much each generated in the period of 4 years. How much does the company realize on computer training for 4 years? How much does the company realize on poultry farm for 4 years? To do that, just come here, enter equal sign, select the first cell you want to add, plus the second cell, that's 2020, plus the third one, 2021, plus the fourth one, 2022. So you can see the formula. We have added the 4 of them. After you have done this, just click enter. This is the amount generated in a period of 4 years by fashion school. Now, for each we click equal sign, the first cell plus the second cell plus the third one plus the fourth one. Then click enter. We have added the amount, the income generated by each tree in each year for a period of 4 years. Now, compared to the same process, just enter equal sign. Then select the first cell to be added, plus the second one, plus the third one, plus the fourth one. You can see that their name are still BC, 6C, because I've not changed their own names. So let's leave it like that just for parties. Then click enter. With this, I have found the value, I found the amounts generated by computer training in the period of 4 years. The last one, which is poultry farm, equal sign, the first one, plus the second one, plus the third, which is what? 2021, plus the fourth, 2022. Then click enter. So with this, I found the total income generated from each, I found the total income generated from each of 4 organizations in 4 years period. Are we together? So with this process, we have answered question 1, total income. Now, question 2, the average income generated by each of 4 organizations. Now, let's find the average income. We have found the total income. Now, what's average income? The average income simply means the average mean, which means since we have found the average of this, we have found the average of 4 years. It means we have to add the 4 values together, this plus this plus this plus this. Then divide these values by 4. That will give you the average income. To do that, just come here, enter equal sign. Now, since we already have the addition of these 4 values here, you can just use this and divide it by 4. Instead of taking this plus this plus this plus this, then divide by 4. That will take you a long time. Just click here, then divide it by what? By 4. And click enter. This is faster, right? Yes. Now the second one too, equal sign. Select the cell you want to divide by 4. Then divide by 4. Click enter. The next one, equal sign. Select this cell you want to divide by 4. Equal enter. The last one, equal sign. Select the cell divided by 4. Enter. With this process, we have found the average income by each of the organization in the period of 4 years. Are we good? Okay, let's go to the question. Back to the question. Next question is question 3. Total income yearly. Now, I want to find how much does government generated yearly on these 4 organizations. So what do we do? Let's go to the Excel. You can see that in 2019, the company generated 78,000 from person school, E3, 53,000, computer, 11,000, poultry, 44,000. To find the amount of money the company generated